What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, the two new upcoming packages, the physical infrastructure package, the American Jobs Plan, and the next stimulus package, the American Families Plan, as well as what is going on in the world today. Welcome to our special Mother's Day edition show. Happy Mother's Day. Make sure to watch all the way to the end for special guest appearances today for Mother's Day. Yeah, definitely a fun little ending here for you today. So make sure to watch all the way to the end, and let's jump into the stimulus news. And let's jump into the stimulus news and what's going on in the world today. Pfizer will be seeking full FDA approval this coming week instead of just emergency authorization approval in the United States. Full approval won't really mean much, but it will mean that the pharmaceutical companies can market the shot directly to consumers. Not really sure how that'll work because right now the government pays for the shots. So I doubt many people will want to pay for it directly from the consumer or directly from the company unless the government still somehow pays for it then. But it still seems like somewhat the same process as you're still going to have to go and get the shot administered somewhere. I also seen some questions from you guys saying when you go get the shot, how come they ask for your insurance card? And that is because the shot's covered from the government for free, but they can charge your insurance company for administering the shot. But it's not supposed to cost you anything, but they can bill your insurance company for administering the shot. So it's kind of a weird scenario there, but you shouldn't be charged at all for getting a shot. Let me know if you thought you were going to be charged or if you may have been charged or anything along those lines down below in the comments. Health officials are saying that the lagging vaccine rates, that there's just not enough people vaccinated, could be a quote doomsday scenario as fears of new variants are basically entering the US and across the entire world. We have over 10 different variants and doubly mutated variants and triply mutated variants. A triple mutated variant is in India right now. New United States cases are down a little bit from our recent plateau. We're still around 33 million people have tested positive in the United States and nearing almost 600,000 deaths in the United States. For the world, though, it's a much different story as 158 million people have tested positive with over 3.2 million deaths. This comes as the worldwide deaths are actually at an all-time high with 14,000 per day across the world. You can see this graph here. We're pretty much at our all-time high for that. And for new cases, we're at an all-time high as well at almost 900,000 people testing positive every single day across the globe, which is, again, at an all-time high, which kind of makes you think that these vaccines are probably going to need to be updated for the new variants. Dr. Anthony Fauci says on Sunday that he believes it is likely that the U.S. has undercounted the number of deaths caused by the pandemic in the U.S. The model says that it's a significant amount that is undercounted. As you mentioned correctly, it's possibly as high as 900,000 deaths in the United States. That's a bit more than I would have thought undercounting was, but sometimes the models are right on line, sometimes they're a little bit off. But I think there's no doubt that we have been undercounting. What that tells us is something we know. We're living in a historic pandemic that we have not seen in the likes of over 100 years. They say the reason for these undercounting is people that die at home from the virus won't be counted as a case because it didn't happen in a hospital. If they don't pass away in a hospital, they won't be counted in the death toll. So yeah, it's hard to think. It's like in one aspect, the country's moving forward. We're seeing states like remove all restrictions. And in another case, we're at an all-time high worldwide, an all-time high for deaths and positive cases. We have new variants coming up every day. We have Pfizer and Moderna both saying that you're going to need to get a booster shot now, which is a third shot past your first two shot. And they're both saying that they're working on yearly shots to go forward, similar to a flu shot, where you would possibly have to get or could get a shot every single year as like a yearly flu shot per se, but for COVID-19, especially as new variants are coming out every month or so, it seems like there's a new variant somewhere. And it's just basically the original strain is actually not nearly as prevalent as a lot of these mutated strains are now. So it's, I don't know. You tell me if you think it's getting worse or not. We have conflicting information, but one thing's for sure is it's not even close to being over. In some really good news, there's a new stimulus provision from a past stimulus package that has now become available that can actually pay for your internet and a new laptop, or at least a portion of it. As you can see here, a long awaited pandemic provision is finally kicking in this week, offering struggling families a monthly discount on their internet bills and a one time discount on a new computer. This benefit included from former President Donald Trump's final stimulus package, which was approved in December, and you would probably know it as the second stimulus check package. It's taken a while to arrive, but if you're having a tough time covering your household expenses or paying down debt, this discount could offer some much needed relief. Here's more on whether you qualify and how to apply once the program begins accepting applications on Wednesday, May 12th. It's called the Emergency Broadband Benefit, and this program is run by the FCC. It's designed to make sure families don't lose access to essential resources during the pandemic. Saying, quote, no one should have to choose between paying their internet bill or putting food on the table. With the help of the Emergency Broadband Benefit, we have a new way for households to access virtual learning, and they're working with broadband providers. The FCC is offering up to $50 per month off your internet broadband service and associated equipment rentals, a discount of up to $75 per month on your broadband internet service if your home is on qualifying tribal lands, and a one time discount of up to $100 on a laptop, tablet, or desktop computer. So, again, for most people that qualify for this, will get up to $50 per month off your internet bill and a one time discount on a laptop, tablet, or desktop computer. Combined with benefits like the expanded child tax credit from President Joe Biden's first stimulus bill, the third stimulus check package, the new relief will help provide families with a strong financial cushion to ride out the coming months. Here's how to determine if you're eligible for this criteria. Your income is at or below 135% of the federal poverty line for your family size, or you receive assistance through programs like SNAP or Medicaid. And again, you only have to meet one of these criteria. You are approved to receive benefits under the free and reduced school breakfast or lunch program during last or current school year. You experienced a substantial loss of income due to losing your job or being furloughed since February 29th, 2020, and your household income is at below $99,000 for single filer and $198,000 for joint filers. Or you meet the eligibility criteria in the participating programs' existing low income COVID programs. Each household is entitled to just one monthly service and one discount device. So $50 per month, you can't get it multiple different times in the same household, even if you have multiple eligible members in your home. The FCC will continue to provide eligible households with monthly credit until the $3.2 billion runs out, or 6 months after the Department of Health and Human Services declares the COVID crisis over. So it'll most likely be until the money runs out. Here is how to apply. You might want to write this down. As of May 12th, when this program opens, you would go to the website getemergencybroadband.org. So once again, getemergencybroadband.org. You can see here, consumers can begin applying and enrolling for this on May 12th, and this could literally provide you $50 per month to basically pay for your internet bill. But it's not available yet. It will be available on May 12th. I'll try to remember to remind you again on that day. The other thing you can do is contact your broadband providers. You can check the FCC's website to see whether your provider is one of the participating companies. And basically, I looked here at the participating companies, and there's literally like thousands of them. So it's just just assume that you're going to be accepted if you're one of these participating companies. If you're not sure, you can Google FCC Emergency Broadband Benefit Providers and find this webpage. Republicans are introducing a new legislation to give new hires a signing bonus from the federal government after the terrible, terrible jobs report that we just had. Senator Ben Sass, a Republican from Nebraska, is planning to introduce legislation that will give new hires signing bonuses. And they're calling this the National Signing Bonus Act, which will redirect expanded unemployment insurance payments into new signing bonuses or new hire bonuses, basically when you go back to get a new job. Saying, quote, the emergency unemployment program is now penalizing people for going back to work. Again, this is a Republican point of view. Just want to point that out. Now, as millions of Americans are vaccinated each day, we got crummy job numbers. We've got to get America up and running again. Under this proposal, individuals who get a job by July 4th would get a bonus equal to 101% of 2 months of federal unemployment benefits. So, just doing some quick math here, federal unemployment benefits, in my opinion, would mean just the boost money. $300 per week, which is that unemployment bonus that's going on right now, that we already have 3 different Republican states that have opted out. Their Republican governors have opted out of that. It's Montana, South Carolina, and Arkansas, I believe. Montana's offering a $1,200 get back to work bonus. But I believe this new legislation from this Republican senator would be 2 months of that. So it would basically be a $2,400 go back to work bonus if this legislation is passed and if this all gets enacted. So if you're planning on going back to work here soon, you could actually get a $2,400 stimulus item to go back to work. They're just taking that money away from the unemployment stimulus money that was passed from the second stimulus check package and the third stimulus check package, and they're going to reposition it to go back to work bonus. Now, this is not for first of all, this is a proposal. Second of all, this doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get rid of the $300 per week bonus. I think that some states will have the option to give this instead, a go back to work bonus instead of the $300 per week. As you know, we have 3 different Republican governored states that are basically opting out of the unemployment bonus because they just want people to go back to work. Come, it's a very harsh approach, but I mean, it's going to work to some degree. But there's going to be a lot of people who can't find a job that pays a similar amount to what they had. And it'll be interesting to see what happens here if they take this stimulus bonus and offer it as a go back to work bonus. Some people actually might make out because they would have gotten their unemployment and then like they go back to work and then they're going to get the unemployment go back to work bonus too as well. So I'll keep you up to date on all these new stimulus provisions. Also, a new report is out that hunger rates have plummeted after the last 2 rounds of stimulus. And as you can see here, Republicans have long sought after to shrink government aid, but Democrats see that data as proof that the direct stimulus payments are working. And the Democrats will use this when they're negotiating for the fourth stimulus check and the monthly stimulus checks that Democrats are already pushing for, although they only have to negotiate amongst Democrats themselves, as they're likely just going to pass this next stimulus package through the reconciliation program or the reconciliation process, which basically says, hey, we don't need Republican votes. We can pass this on our own because the Democrats control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. And that is the type of data they will point to when they're discussing, should there be a fourth stimulus check? How much should it be? Should we go with these monthly stimulus checks that almost 100 different Democrats are proposing for? Or should it be just another single one-time check? I firmly do believe there will be a fourth stimulus check in this next package before all is said and done. In addition to the child tax credit monthly stimulus checks that are $250 to $300 per month that are starting in July, and they're likely going to extend this till 2025 or later in this next package. So if you have children, you're almost guaranteed these monthly checks of $250 to $300 per month. But they're also pushing for the fourth stimulus check to be a monthly stimulus check, as well as the other things in there like 2 years of free college, 2 years of free preschool. I think that's going to happen, as well as Social Security increases and Medicare increases. So I'll keep you up to date on all these new stimulus items. Also, there won't be an 11 p.m. Video tonight, but there will be a new video at 10 a.m. in the morning Eastern Standard Time. All right, what's going on, guys? Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Say Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Of all the toys you picked to give him, you picked to give him the torture device.
Oh, tell him the story about that toy.
So, when you turn this thing on, it has wheels and it walks.
And tell them what you did with that toy to Mommy.
I love it to Mommy.
He had it running and proceeded to put it on my head. And my hair, which you can see is pretty long, on the top, got sucked up in the wheel, and this thing was stuck on my head. And I was crying, and I ended up having to rip my hair out of it.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, so I hate this toy.
Don't put that toy in Mommy's hair, okay?
Okay.
And not only we are celebrating Mother's Day.
Face looks so big.
Well,
He's
yes.
had this horrible drool rash, and I have been putting all sorts of different kind of creams on it like a fiend, and nothing's working.
Lily wants to join for the Mother's
and
Day
it's
party.
Just like endlessly dry and crackled.
Yeah, when's your... Oh, look, the whole family's here except for Leo.
The Kiki girl?
Lily just turned 5, and Leo, her older brother, turned 15. Just tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah.
She wants to go.
So not only are we celebrating Mother's Day, but tell them what else we're celebrating, Laurel.
I don't know the number. What is it?
We just passed 100 million views on our channel. 100 million. That is insane. Absolutely amazing to think that we've had tens of millions of people watch our YouTube show, which is insane. I've been working really hard to try to hit that milestone. And yeah, we're also coming up on 350,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe. It's free down below. Join our family of subscribers here. We stick together, keep you updated on everything coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been quite a wild ride, huh?
Here he comes.
Quite a wild ride. Here, sit right here, buddy. There you go. I seen a comment from somebody earlier that said, "Oh, you're getting physical therapy from Julian." Yeah.
Pretty much.
So anyways, we just wanted to say Happy Mother's Day. We're celebrating, and we're also celebrating 100 million views, which is absolutely amazing. We actually have a lot more views than channels that have millions of subscribers because, you know, our community here, a lot of you guys watch us every day, 4 times a day, and we appreciate you so much. Julian, can you say thank you?
Thank you.
All right, can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Can you say we love you? Thanks for watching, guys. We love you. Hope you have a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
All
Even
right.
if it's wet and dreary.
Yeah, it's snowing here in Ohio today. It's crazy. It's like 35 degrees out. All right. We love you. Say bye-bye, Julian.
Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
All right. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Another.